All right, so you may be wondering what's for dinner, or you may even be wondering, oh, what's for dinner, because I am. So in fact, I wrote the book on it. This is my compilation of my quick and easy weeknight hits. And the one we're doing tonight might be the actual quickest in the entire book. And everything in my book is very quick, very easy, quick and dirty. But this one is actually 10 minutes. Tonight we are making my 10-minute spaghetti carbonara, okay? And this one is very funny because it's so few ingredients. I'm talking, we've got our bucatini pasta, we've got 3 eggs, we've got the grated, what will be grated, pecorino romano, a little salt, black pepper, which is very important, and then our thick cut bacon. That's it. So a handful of ingredients. A lot of times I say cooking is improv. This is one of those recipes that is not improv. We have to stick to the script. We've got to be diligent. We've got to pay attention to the time because this recipe is all about technique. And all of this is going to come together in the amount of time that it takes to cook the pasta. So tonight we're using bucatini. I love bucatini. It's just a thick spaghetti. So if you can't find bucatini at your grocery store, just look for a thick spaghetti. Any spaghetti would do, but I like the heftiness of this because this is a meal, all right? This is a straw. It's got a little hole in the middle. You could actually like drink out of it if you wanted to. Because this is the whole meal, we want the pasta to be like really sturdy. So this is kind of the Italian equivalent of breakfast for dinner. These are ingredients I'm always gonna have on hand. I've got eggs always, I have bacon always in case of a bacon emergency, which happens a lot. And pasta, cheese, black pepper, salt, like we can do this. All right, so first things first, the water is boiling. Salted water is boiling. Don't be stingy, like put a good amount of salt in there. And then we're gonna drop this in, and then I'm gonna put 9 minutes till al dente, so 9 minutes on the timer. And then watch it all come together. Watch me sweat. All right, so in it goes. I love this pan because it actually fits spaghetti perfectly. In this case, bucatini, but see how it fits in there nice? All right, Alexa, set a timer for 9 minutes. Good afternoon. 9 minutes starting now. Okay. All right, so here we go. I have 8 ounces of thick cut bacon that I've diced here. That's kind of the hardest part of this. It's just like a little bit messy to cut that up, so I did that in advance. And then I have a nice hunk of pecorino, super stinky pecorino romano cheese. That's how we know it's good. Could you use Parmesan cheese? You could, but this is a Roman dish. So carbonara was started in Rome, and so it feels right to use the pecorino romano cheese. And do we want it freshly grated? We really do. All right, this is giving me a workout. Whew, but it's worth it. All right, so we want 3/4 of a cup, so I'm gonna keep on going here. All right, so I should backtrack a little bit. I am using regular bacon, okay? 8 ounces, I just cut it into tiny little pieces. If you've made carbonara before, if you are Italian, if you are a cook or a chef, you may be screaming at your screen right now saying, you're supposed to use guanciale. And I know that. So a typical Roman, Italian carbonara, you are using pork cheek, which is called guanciale. But I have gone on so many wild goose chases looking for guanciale that I said, you know what, let me try something else. So I've tried pancetta. That worked great, tasted delicious. And I thought, you know, let's use bacon because I always have it on hand. Let's see if that can do the trick. And you know what? It really does. It does the trick, it scratches the itch. And my book is all about quick and easy weeknight dinners. So I'm not the girl that's gonna send you to all these Italian markets looking for pork cheek. We're gonna work with what we have. So if for some reason you have pork cheek hanging around, you go ahead and use that. But today we're gonna use the thick cut bacon and it's gonna be divine, because the pasta is gonna go right into that skillet with all the grease and everything. Oh, all right, let's get the bacon in there so I can start cooking. that's gonna take about 5 minutes. All right, this is going in our pan. Let's see if I can get it all on here. This is not good. Don't do this at home. Come on, you wanna have a cooking show? Get a grip. All right, here we go. We're good, we're good. I'm feeling the pressure of the clock. So, okay, we've got some time here. This isn't done yet. But remember, we only have 9 minutes. So I just put this in my skillet. There's gonna be so much grease and oil here that you don't have to worry about like putting anything in the pan first. That's gonna move around just fine. So I'm just kind of breaking it up a little bit. All right. That's gonna do its job for probably about 5 minutes. We'll keep an eye on it. And then we'll get back to this. One of the other really important pieces though is the crushed black pepper. So freshly ground black pepper. Once again, don't use like the ground pepper that you normally use, just like the table salt and pepper. We want the good stuff. And I realized that carbonara actually means like charcoal or coal. And I guess, and there's lots of different ideas about where it came from, but in Rome, that this was perhaps the thing that the coal workers ate, and that the little pepper was reminiscent of the like charcoal soot. So don't forget the black pepper is the moral of that story. All right, oh, also, take a look at this necklace. This is my macaroni necklace. I had to wear my macaroni necklace while we make our carbonara. This is me getting off track, all right? We only had 9 minutes and it's getting very close. Alexa, how much time's left on the timer? Okay, we have 2 minutes left and then things are gonna happen real fast. All right, so let's crack our 3 eggs. I got extra large, big eggs. The eggs are what's gonna make this carbonara real silky, all right? We don't want it creamy. I know I'm using bacon, so I may have lost you in terms of being like a traditionalist, but you won't find me putting cream in my carbonara. You won't find me putting garlic in the carbonara. It's really the egg and the cheese mixture that's gonna make it silky and not even creamy. I won't even use that word. It's more silky and delicious. Okay. All right, so the bacon is frying up. It's looking really good. The pasta is pasta-ing. It's almost done. It's a race against the clock because the timing really matters in terms of getting the egg into the pasta mixture with a little bit of the pasta water, enough to cook the egg through so you're not eating raw egg, but not enough that it's a scrambled egg situation. That would be upsetting for you and me both. All right, so I just whipped up 3 eggs there. And I use the full egg. I know some people just use the egg yolk, but I don't know if that's just me like liking to use everything and not wasting, but I have found that 3 eggs works really well for me, but you can kind of play around with that. And then I'm just mixing in the pecorino romano. All right, so we're gonna put our salt and pepper right into this mixture. Not too much because the bacon, remember, is super salty. So don't worry about the salt too much, but heavy on the crushed black pepper. Okay, mixture is done. It looks like the bacon is cooked, okay? So very important step. We are gonna take this bacon off the heat, like literally take it off the heat. Otherwise the egg could scramble. And then, is this done yet? Let's see. It's very thick. That's what I like about bucatini. Oh, she's done. Showtime. All right, so here's what we do.
What about the wall test? When people throw the noodle at the wall? Have you ever done that?
You know what? I've never thrown the pasta at the wall. I always just sort of taste it, but let's just see. work. Wait, one more. One more. I've never done that. Tell me you have ADD without telling me. I told you we had a deadline, and now I'm starting to throw food at the wall just for fun. So, we're not gonna drain this. Like traditionally I would take this and totally drain the water out. We want that pasta water, some of it anyway, in this bacon mixture, all right? Are we ready? Here's where everything happens real fast. So the heat from this is gonna wind up cooking the egg. And now this is off the heat, but the pan is still hot. All right, so our fresh bucatini, it's going right in there. And we want some of that water to come with us. All right, and we're gonna mix it in here. It already looks so good. And all that grease that was on the bottom of the pan is now helping me to deglaze, is helping me to really toss this and give it some flavor already. And we haven't even added our cheese and egg mix. This already is looking so good. Yeah, I really do feel like this is like the Italians' answer to breakfast for dinner, because it's eggs and bacon. You know, it's so good, and it just cooks so fast. So on nights when I really don't know what to do, and I have so little time, I do this. And we've been making this for so long. It was such a hit. I made it when I was cooking live on Facebook, and my daughter was like 2 at the time, and I remember I didn't know if I wanted to put her on TV yet. I didn't know if I wanted her like face out there in social media land, and I said, you know, just sort of like hang back and sit behind the counter, you know, and let mommy do the cooking. The moment the little red light came on, and I said, and we're live, and we're making, she put her little head in and goes, spaghetti carbonara.
Making spaghetti carbonara. Spaghetti carbonara.
Okay, can you let mommy look at the camera?
No.
Can't tame a wild bird. Girl wanted the spotlight, so the rest is history. All right, here we go. Off the heat, but still hot. The pasta's nice and hot because it just came out. So the pasta is gonna do its job and cook this egg mixture without scrambling it, okay? We're looking for silky. We're looking for a beautiful texture here that's gonna coat the bucatini, but not scramble it. And you know what? We did it. Because I can see the steam, right? So we know that that egg is cooked through. Oh, that looks so good. I mean, is that not divine? Wow. I don't know if you noticed that in addition to my macaroni necklace, I chose an apron today that looked like an Italian tablecloth. It kind of reminds me, we had an Italian party one time. We called it an Italian party. It was all my Italian cousins and everybody. And everyone got so nuts at the party that my mom, who's not even a big drinker or party animal, wound up wearing the tablecloth by the end of the party. And she's gonna kill me that I said that. But it's true. She was wearing the red and white tablecloth as like a dress. All right, so you got a little story time and you got 10-minute spaghetti carbonara. You guys, that's it. So I'm gonna top it with a little bit more crushed, fresh black pepper, because that's the name of the game. We're also gonna do a little bit more pecorino romano. We can bring it right over here. Look at that. And dinner is served. For a little color, and this is me going off script just a little bit, but if you have it, I just think a little bit of, just doing a little bit of Italian parsley here, just for a little color. I always like a little herb moment. Ta-da! 10-minute spaghetti carbonara. Oh my God. the calm after the chaos. Did that feel chaotic? It felt chaotic. But here we are at 10 minutes. It is beautiful. It is not chaos on this plate. This is gorgeous. It is silky. The consistency is exactly what I was hoping for. Not scrambled. It's just so fabulous. All right. I hope I did you proud. I hope I did my dad proud because he is a carbonara aficionado. He has watched countless YouTube videos of carbonara. So I hope he likes this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Come back and see me. We're cooking our way through my cookbook and I'm gonna include this entire recipe in the caption so that you can enjoy it too. All right, see you next time. Oh, she's done. Showtime. Tell me you have ADD without telling me. I told you we had a deadline, and now I'm starting to throw food at the wall just for fun. Don't do this at home. Come on, you want to have a cooking show? Get a grip.